Welcome back to English 4.0, the radio show. Let's go! Advanced. Okay, advanced listeners, how are you doing today at home? Good? Doing all right? I'm here today with Advanced Class 4, and we're going to, as always, start with a little review of what we saw yesterday. And we had a special guest yesterday, Mario, and I have another special guest today, who is my friend Isabel. How are you, Isabel?
Fine. Hello.
Hello. Good, good. Well, I'm glad you're doing all right. Are you ready to answer some questions?
Yes, I am.
Good. And
I'm
are you
looking forward to it?
Nice. Excellent. Excellent. Have you been looking forward to it all day?
Yes.
Excellent. Excellent. So we're going to start, as always, with a little review of what we saw yesterday. So yesterday we looked at some negative questions. Negative questions where we're using don't. I don't live in the United States. Why don't you live in the United States, right? No problem, right?
No problem.
Easy?
Yes, I think so.
Okay. So I will ask you these, or I will give you a statement and you can ask me why. Okay, Isabel?
Okay.
Ready?
Yes.
All right. I don't like tomatoes.
Why don't you like tomatoes?
Good. Yes. I don't live alone.
Why don't you live alone?
Good. I don't have a car.
Why don't you have a car?
Good. Why don't you have a car? Why don't you have a car? Right. Now, you pronounce that very well, but what I'm a little bit worried about at home is that a lot of my students say don't. Don't, right? Are you familiar with that?
Yes.
I don't. And, I get a headache. I get a headache when I hear that. So the trick is, and we did mention this yesterday, don't. It's almost as if there's a U there, right, Isabel?
Okay. Don't.
Do you find, don't, yeah, don't. I don't live in Russia. I don't have a car, okay? I don't work on Saturdays.
Why don't you work on Saturdays?
Because I need a break, right? I don't walk here.
Why don't you walk here?
Good. And I didn't walk here today.
Why didn't you walk here today?
Yeah, walk.
Walk.
Why didn't you walk here today? Well, because it's too far. Did you walk here today?
No, I didn't.
How did you come here, Isabel?
I came here by motorcycle.
By motorcycle. Right. Cool. Okay, my brother didn't call me last week.
Why didn't your brother call you last night?
Well, last week.
Last week, sorry.
Yeah, he didn't call me. Why didn't your brother call you last week? Again?
Why didn't your brother call you last week?
Very good. He didn't win the election.
Why didn't he win the election?
The election.
The election.
Right. So remember, you're sticking your tongue out a little bit. The election. Right? One more time.
Why didn't he win the election?
Good. So at home, this one's for you. I didn't study Spanish last night. Ask me why. At home, ask me why. Isabel's ready to answer, but try it at home. Kyle, why didn't you? Okay, Isabel, what is it?
Why didn't you study Spanish last night?
Nice. Why didn't you study Spanish last night? Why didn't you study Spanish last night? Do you think that's what they said at home, Isabel? Did they get that right at home?
I think they are saying this at home.
I hope so. And I hope they're saying study Spanish and not Spanish, because
Yes.
that also gives me a headache. You know
That's
that, right?
Yeah.
Okay, I didn't like the food.
Why didn't you like the food?
Okay. Now, we also saw negative questions with can't. So again, ask me why. I can't speak Spanish like you.
Why can't you speak Spanish like me?
Right. Why can't you? Well, I don't know. Why? Why do you think, Isabel?
Because you are from Canada.
Because I'm from Canada. That's true. So Canadians, what you're saying is Canadians can't speak Spanish. Is that right?
No. Canadians can speak Spanish, but Not like a native.
Not like a native Spanish person. Right. Okay. Okay. Also, I can't speak Spanish like Iker, the sound of our production man. I can't speak Spanish like him either. Ask me why.
Why can't you speak Spanish like him?
Well, because he's Spanish and I'm Canadian. I have to work on it. And I think even if I study every day, maybe grammatically I can develop, but I don't think I will ever speak like a native. I think it's almost impossible, but I can, through studying, reach a level where I can do anything. I'm not quite at that level yet, but with enough studying, I can reach the level, just like you at home can with English, you can reach the level where you can communicate, you can do anything in English without a problem. You can get any job and do anything. You'll always have a Spanish accent. Just like me, I'll always have the giddy accent, right? When I speak Spanish. But that's okay. And some people like that. It's not a problem. There's nothing wrong with that. As long as I can communicate professionally and properly, then I'm happy. Okay, let's see. I can't afford a Lamborghini.
Why can't you afford a Lamborghini?
Yeah, it's too expensive, I can't remember his advice.
Why can't you remember his advice?
Good. I can't tell the difference between a Rioja and a Ribera del Duero.
Why can't you tell the difference between...
Sorry? The difference, remember?
Yes. Why can't you tell the difference between a Rioja and a Ribera del Duero?
Yes. Can you? I'm not a wine expert. I'm not into wine, as they say. Are you into wine? Do you know a lot about wine?
I like wine, but I'm not into wine.
Okay. All right. Can you tell the difference between a Rioja and a Ribera del Duero?
I don't think so.
Okay. Can you tell the difference between Coke and Pepsi?
Yes, I can tell the difference.
Yeah. So how do you say that in English, in Spanish rather, to tell the difference?
Que puedo diferenciar.
Right. Diferenciar, to tell the difference, we say. Can you tell the difference between sangria and tinto de verano?
Yes, I can tell the difference between a sangria and a tinto de verano.
Okay, very, very good. Very good. Okay, so I can't tell the difference. And now remember, with all these questions, can is never followed by to, right? We can never say I can to or I can't to. That's a big mistake, so we have to avoid that. So I can't afford a Lamborghini. Why can't you afford a Lamborghini? I can't remember his advice. Why can't you remember his advice? All right? No problem?
No problem.
All right.
So far.
Expression of the day. All right, you heard that. It's time for the expression of the day. What did you think of that, Isabel? Not bad. The little sound effect?
What is the expression?
Well, you want to get right to it. I just wanted to ask you what you thought of that sound effect. I thought it was pretty good.
Yes.
We worked really hard on that, right? Did it sound all right?
Yes.
Good. Okay.
It's great.
All right, good. It passed the test. The expression of the day is, in fact, what we just saw, to tell the difference.
Okay.
To tell the difference. And I thought we could mention that. I thought it was interesting to tell the difference between two different things. Can you tell the difference between a Canadian accent like mine and an Irish accent?
Yes, I think I can tell the difference between a Canadian accent and an Irish accent.
Yeah, okay, so to tell the difference. So to distinguish, even in English we could say distinguish, but 9 times out of 10 we will say to tell the difference. Is it easy to tell the difference between an Asturian accent and an Andalusian accent in Spanish?
Yes,
Yeah.
It's easier.
It's easy, I suppose, yeah. Okay, all right, very good. So now let's move on. And we're taking a look now in your student guide at class 4.2. And it starts with numbers. So what we're going to do is I'm actually going to dictate some numbers to you, and you can write them down, and then I will ask you to read them back to me.
Okay.
Okay?
Okay, I'll try it.
Okay, so we have a few rules here that I'm going to mention. What are the rules for numbers, Isabel? What are the rules that we have to know?
We don't use a point. We use
A comma.
a comma.
We use a comma, right? We use a comma. And so rule number 1, we use a comma. Rule number 2, we never pluralize. We don't say thousands, millions, hundreds, right? No S.
Okay.
Okay? And we say hundred and. So we'll say 2,125. 256. So after we say the word hundred, we say the word and. We don't say thousand and.
Okay.
Okay?
100 and.
So, are you ready?
Yes.
Okay, she's ready. At home, are you ready? Okay, I think they're ready, Isabel. Let's go. 223,843. 934,229. And now a third number. 21,767,117. Okay. Did you get all those, Isabel?
Yes, I got them.
No problem?
I think so.
All right. Iker, did you get those? Iker's got them. All right, he's got them as well. All right, very good, very good. What was the first number, Isabel?
The first number is 223,843.
Okay, 223,843. Right, with a comma, not a point, right? Now, Iker, did you get that right? He got it right. Okay. Do you have the next number, Iker? Do you have the next one? Oh, he doesn't have it. Okay. Isabel, do you have the next one?
Yes,
Okay.
I have it. 934,229.
Okay. At home, did you get that number at home? 934,229. Very good. Very good. Okay. The third number, Isabel, what did you have?
The longest.
The long one, the longest
The long
one. Yep.
21,767,1,000.
21,767,000. Yep.
117.
And 17. Yes. Okay, very good. Now, just an interesting pronunciation note, in fact, we've discussed this before, but I'll mention it again, is the difference between 17 and 70, right? The intonation. So we always put the intonation on the second syllable when we're talking about teens, 17. And then 70 is 70.
Okay.
Right? Okay. So, good. Can you repeat that last number one more time?
Okay. 21,767,117.
Great. Excellent. Good intonation. Good job. When well done at home, I'm sure you got it right at home as well. If not, follow along in your student guide, and the explanation is right there. Okay. Let's look ahead now to the vocabulary. Vocabulary of the day. Did you hear that? Well, that's right. Yes, it's time for the vocabulary of the day. Okay, so we have 5 special words today. The first one is in fact, a phrasal verb. Isabel likes
My
phrasal
friends.
verbs. Her friends. But it's an easy one. To add up. Add up. What does that mean?
Añadir.
Añadir. So to add up numbers. Right. And this is interesting because very often when we have the preposition up, sometimes that is redundant. I mean, I could say I'm going to add numbers, or I'm going to add up numbers, and in this case it means the same thing. I am not saying that this is a rule that applies to every verb every time we use up, but very often, like if I say I'll call up my friend on the phone, I can also say I'm going to call my friend. It's fine. I'm going to call him. I'm going to call him up. I'm going to add the numbers. I'm going to add them up, right?
You can use it or not.
Yeah, in these cases, in certain cases, you can use up or you can omit it and the meaning is the same.
Okay.
Okay, now we have to contribute. How do you say that in Spanish? To contribute.
Contribuir.
Contribuir, to contribute. Thank you so much for contributing to the show today, Isabel.
You're welcome.
For contributing. The second one, the third one, empujar. How do you say that?
To press, to push.
Yeah, with a button. So with a button, we would say to press. Yeah, press. So
Press.
we have push, yeah, but also press.
Okay.
And I can I'm pressing my thumb against the table right now, for example, to press. Acoustics. What does that mean, acoustics?
Acoustics. But is it a verb?
No.
A noun.
Yeah, so the acoustics
Okay.
of this room. Las acústicas, you say acústicas?
Acústicas.
Right, the acoustics. So in the radio studio, it's very important that the studio has good acoustics, right?
Okay.
Acoustics. And how do you say humor?
Mood.
Mood,
To
yeah.
be in a good mood.
A good mood. Mood. Okay, a good mood. Are you in a good mood today, Isabel?
Yes, I am.
Good. Ask me what kind of mood I'm in.
What kind of... What kind of mood are you in?
Oh, I'm in a good mood. I'm in a very good mood today.
That's great.
Yeah. Well, thank you. A good mood. To be in a certain mood, a good mood or a bad mood. Okay, good. Now we have to move on very quickly because we're running out of time. But I want to talk about to take. To take. Here we see in 4.3 the verb to take. Now, it's important to understand the similarities and differences between to last and to take. Okay, to take is tardar. So there are many cases when you could use one or the other. But my last vacation lasted longer than usual because I took an extra day off. Basically, to take is related more to arriving to the end or to the time needed to complete something. So how long did your last dental appointment take?
My last dental appointment took 15 minutes.
Okay, it took only 15 minutes.
Yes.
Oh, that's good. That wasn't bad. So did it take longer than you expected or less than you expected or normal?
It was shorter than I expected.
So it took less time than you expected?
Yes.
Okay.
Took
All
less
right.
time.
Let's try a little translation. Translation. Okay, we're running out of time, but we're going to try 3 quick sentences of translation. Are you ready, Isabel?
Yes, I am ready.
Okay, at home, are you ready? Yes? Okay, good. They're ready. I know they are. Mi hermano tarda 45 minutos en llegar al trabajo.
It takes my brother 45 minutes to arrive to work.
Yeah, or to get to work.
To get to work.
We love the verb to get. To get to work. Sure, it takes my brother 45 minutes to get to work. ¿Cuánto tardaste en llegar?
How long did it take you to arrive there, to get there?
Or, yeah, what if I say en llegar aquí?
To come here.
Or to, again, with my favorite verb,
To get here.
Repeat.
How long did it take you to get here?
Good. How long did it take you to get here? One more. ¿Cuánto tardé en reparar la máquina?
¿Cuánto tardé yo?
¿Cuánto tardé? Sí. Yeah.
How long did it take me to fix the machine?
Yeah, how long did it take? Here I have cuánto tarde, so how long did it take in general?
Okay.
How long did it take? To fix the machine. How long did it take? How long did it take to fix the machine? All right, very good. We're completely out of time. We're more than out of time, so we have to finish. Thank you so much for listening. Thank you for joining me today, Isabel.
Thank you very much.
You've been an excellent guest, and I will see you again soon. Take care. Keep studying. Bye-bye.
Bye.